Let's take a look at an antivirus application to learn how to use it. The antivirus software that I'm going to be using is going to be Microsoft Security Essentials. If you would like to get this application, you will need to open up your internet browser and go to Microsoft.com. Click on the Security tab and then go to Microsoft Security Essentials. Then click the Download button. If you would like to know how to install it, go back to the chapter on Software Applications and watch the video on installing and uninstalling software. Before you install the antivirus, you will need to make sure that you uninstall any other antiviruses that you have installed on your computer. To see if there is an antivirus already installed, go to the Start menu and then go to Control Panel. In the Control Panel, click Uninstall a program that is underneath the Program section. When the list of programs appears, browse through it to see if there are any others installed. On my computer, I have already installed the antivirus. To open the program, go to Start, All Programs, then click on Microsoft Security Essentials. When you open up the program, you will come to the home screen, which will give you information about the program. If your antivirus is working correctly, it will show a green bar at the top and tell you that your computer is protected. If the antivirus needs updates or to run a scan, it will be yellow. And if the antivirus is not turned on, it will be red like this. In the middle, it tells us that the real-time protection is on and the virus and spyware definitions are up to date. At the bottom is where it displays the information about the scheduled scan. We can see that by default, it is set to scan at Sunday at 2 a.m. If you would like to change the time that Security Essentials runs the scan, click the link here. To the right is where we can perform a manual scan on the computer. The first option is a quick scan. This will perform a scan on the common areas that malware is known to hide. The next option is a full scan, which will perform a scan on the entire computer. The last option is to perform a custom scan. When I click this and choose Scan Now, a window opens that allows you to choose a drive or a folder that you would like to scan. When you install any antivirus on your computer, it gives you the ability to right-click any file or folder and scan it for viruses. To do that, I'm going to navigate to a folder on my computer. Now just right-click on the file or folder that you would like, and on the menu, there is now an option to scan with Microsoft Security Essentials. When I click it, Security Essentials performs a scan on all of the contents in the folder. When the scan completes, you will see this screen here. Let's now click on the Updates tab. This is the area that shows us information about the virus definitions. Virus definitions are the list of viruses that the antivirus software knows of. By default, your antivirus software will download the new list automatically. So you will not need to come to this area unless you would like to update the definitions before you perform a manual scan on the computer. Under the History tab is where we see if the virus software has found any viruses on the computer. The first option is the quarantined items. These are the items that are detected but are not removed from the computer. Sometimes viruses will infect important or necessary files that the computer cannot remove. So the program will quarantine the file, which stops it from causing more damage to the computer. I would recommend that you leave the quarantined files on the computer unless you know what you are doing. Removing the infected files could cause additional damage to the operating system. You can also view the allowed items, which are the items that you have allowed to run on your computer. The last option is the View All Detected Items, which shows us everything that the antivirus has detected. Let's go up and click on the Settings tab. This is the area that we can customize our antivirus software. To the left, you can see that we are under the Scheduled Scan category. Let's make some changes to the setting to increase the protection on the computer. The first change that I recommend you make is to select the drop-down list for the scan type. Then change it to Full Scan. If you would like to change the time that the scheduled scan runs, you can do so by changing it here. I'm going to leave mine to the defaults. Now go to the left and click on Advanced from the category list. Select the option to scan removable drives. This will make the antivirus scan any flash drives or external hard drives that are plugged into the computer. When you are done changing your settings, click Save Changes at the bottom. Then select Yes when the user account controls come up. If you would like to view quick information about the antivirus, click on the small arrow next to the notification area on the taskbar. You can see that Security Essentials added an icon of a small green house. When you hover over the icon, it will display information about the antivirus. All of the features that we discussed in this video will be pretty similar to all other antivirus software. For other antiviruses, if you need help changing the settings, you will need to contact the manufacturer, which will give you free phone support if you paid for the antivirus. That brings me to another point about paid antivirus software. A nice feature that they include is support for their product. If you get a virus on your computer that cannot be removed by the software, you can call them to help you perform an online virus removal at no additional cost. This concludes our video on antivirus software.